course, Elon Musk teamed up with Tucker Carlson.
Hey, it's Tucker.
How much do you think he had to pay him? I mean, that dude was making like $60 million a year at Fox.
Tucker.
I hope he's not paying him.
Oh, he is. You know he is.
It'd be awesome if he wasn't.
Well, why would he do it? Because he could go work somewhere else and make a shitload.
No, I don't think he can. He has a non-compete. He can't be on another network.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. He could have gone and done like Rumble or like some shit like that, though.
Do you want to know how fucking insane our world is? Almost 1 million likes on this video. 130 million views.
Tucker.
This goofy, doughy, racist little bitch. People actually care what he says. It's astonishing.
Tucker Carlson. You often hear people say the news is full of lies. But most of the time...
Your ass just got fired, by the way. Stop with that chipper. Hi, I'm talking... No, you got fired, dude. Tucker.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, it's Tucker Carlson. You often hear people say the news is full of lies. But most of the time, that's not exactly right. Much of what you see on television or read the New York Times is, in fact, true in the literal sense. It could pass one of the media's own fact checks. Lawyers would be willing to sign off on it.
It says nothing. It's literally nothing.
They may have. But that doesn't make it true. It's not true. At the most basic level, the news you consume is a lie.
Bitch, you are the news. The most popular newsman in the world. Or no, in the country.
I don't think even that. It was just on cable news.
He has the #1 show.
On cable news.
Oh.
I think like ABC Nightly News or whatever is higher
okay.
rated than Tucker Carlson show was.
I like how he goes, I'm not part of the media.
So shout out to David Muir on ABC.
For 2 days, guys. They're the bad guys. The place I was 2 days ago, they're the bad guys.
Right.
Healthiest and most insidious kind. Facts have been withheld on purpose, along with proportion and perspective. You are being manipulated. How does that work? Let's see. If I tell you that a man has been unjustly arrested for armed robbery, that is not, strictly speaking, a lie. He may have been framed. At this point, there's been no trial, so no one can really say. But if I don't mention the fact that the same man has been arrested for...
just said.
Dude, his cadence is crazy. Like the way he's just delivering this. He's really got that nailed in. That whole, if I did this, you're being lied to. Fucking Goebbels.
The same crime 6 times before. Am I really informing you? No, I'm not. I'm misleading you. And that's what the news media are doing. In every story that matters.
There's a little racist dog whistle there.
His whole example makes no fucking sense.
He's like...
He said, if I tell you this guy got arrested unjustly...
But I don't tell you
that may be true.
Yeah.
Because maybe he was framed or something, but it would still be a lie. And it's like...
Well, there'd be an omission. Or not even. But he says, but he's been arrested 5 other times. He's doing this thing where it's like, okay, yeah, you killed the protester, but did you know that that protester committed a crime?
Right,
it's like, he didn't know that when he killed him, fucko.
Fucko.
Every day of the week, every week of the year.
They're doing that about the homeless guy that got murdered in the subway. We never talked about that.
We have not talked about that, no. But yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
And then now people are digging up his whole life story, trying to prove that he's a bad guy.
Right, which maybe he was, but also he's probably still didn't deserve to get murdered for no reason. Even
Being
if
a bad
he was
guy
a bad
is
guy.
not a death sentence.
Right.
Last time I checked.
What's it like to work in a system like that? After more than 30 years in the middle of it, we could tell you stories.
I was there 2 days ago and forcibly removed. But I'm telling you, that's all part of the system that we all hate. They were paying me $60 million. And they gave me a fat severance.
Best you can hope for in the news business at this point is the freedom to tell the fullest truth that you can. But there are always...
And here's my fullest truth. The bell curve is correct. I want to reinstate the Klan. And white men would never fight like that.
Limits. And you know that if you bump up against those limits often enough, you will be fired for it. That's not a guess. It's guaranteed. Every person who works in English language media understands that. The rule of what you can't say defines everything. It's filthy, really, and it's utterly.
I have not been able to say the N-word on air
Disgusting.
for 30 years. That is censorship at its most quintessential. I want to be able to say the N-word and all other racial slurs. It's a violation of my free speech. Then he pulls out like a white Klan hood, and now I'm becoming who I really am. Takes out a burning cross. Now I can finally speak my mind. And a noose in the other hand. It gets crazier and crazier.
Corrupting. You can't have a free society if people aren't allowed to say what they think is true. Speech is the fundamental prerequisite for democracy. That's why it's enshrined in the first of our constitutional amendments. Amazingly, as of tonight...
Well done, dude.
Holy fuck.
That's what I'm saying. His audience watched this? Who cares? They got liked a million times.
There aren't many platforms left that allow free speech. The last big one remaining in the world, the only one, is Twitter, where
You gotta fucking love that, man. Twitter. It's the last place for free speech. Unless you're Ethan Klein making fun of its owner. Unless you goof on the owner, it's the last great place for free speech.
Unless you're the opposition party in the Turkish election.
Right. You know what's funny, or not funny, but real interesting? Twitter has been complying with government requests to remove content like 95% of the time. Before Elon, it was like 50%.
Yeah, Twitter actually did push back on a lot of takedown requests.
So, just by comparison, he's way worse for free speech.
Yeah.
we are now.
On Twitter, I can post tits, and nobody will say anything. You can post porn on Twitter. I could, for example, tweet out a picture of Hunger FF's giant prolapse dildo, which I did do, by the way. It is on Twitter right now. Oh, you guys I forgot to talk about that. Hunger sent us his prolapse dildo.
Sure did.
You guys can see it on Twitter. It's pretty wild. There's two sizes, too. The small one's really big.
It has long served as the place where our national conversation incubates and develops. Twitter is not a partisan site. Everybody's allowed here.
Bro, the owner literally, he's such a loser. Don't even need to say it.
No. Also, he posted this like a week ago and nothing since. Like, get your shit together, dude. I thought you were... This video the caption was like, I'm back or something. It's like, not. You just put a 2-minute video where you bitch about free speech together and dipped again.
And we think that's...
Hunger is calling in on Wednesday to discuss his triumph in the space. People are saying... So some people are freaking out about the prolapse on Twitter. So apparently he wasn't able to dip his prolapse into like silicone, which is how you usually... make something like that, but they did a whole ass like 3D digital scan of the prolapse. You know, like bullet time kind of shit. So
cool.
Oh, somebody said of the prolapse. So this is why you were late. Ethan had to go to town before stream. Also, somebody said, Zach, do it for the show.
Do what? Stick it up my ass?
Yes. And lubricate it with mayonnaise, if you would, please.
Oh, God.
Tasty.
Awful.
I'll let you know after the finger in my ass. We'll see where we go from
there. Okay, fair enough.
A good thing. And yet, for the most part, the news that you see analyzed on Twitter comes from media organizations that are themselves thinly disguised propaganda outlets. You see it on cable news, you talk about it on Twitter. The result may feel like a debate, but actually the gatekeepers are still in charge. We think that's a bad system.
Who's we?
We know exactly how it works,
Who's we?
and we're sick of it.
Who's we?
Starting soon, we'll be bringing a new version of the show we've been doing for the last 6.5 years to Twitter. We'll be bringing some other things too, which we'll tell you about. But for now, we're just grateful to be here.
Who's these we?
Free speech.
Bro.
Is the...
He's going to have a show on Twitter. Man, if he has a show on Twitter, then I'm the fucking Pope. It's not happening.
Also, I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's just an Android thing, but the video player on Twitter is like totally broken now. Like half the times I open a video, it won't fucking play anything.
Well, it's because nobody works
freezes
there.
halfway through and it's glitchy as fuck.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Good luck, bud. Wishing you all the best, my friend. Tucker Carlson.
Taka.
The last great American.
Tucker.
Taka.
Tucker.
Taka.
Tucker.
This guy's such a fucking loser. Yeah. So there it is.